Brought to you by Make Fun Network.
Welcome to the top 5 of death, where listeners vote and everyone dies. Listen and die.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of the Top 5 of Death. I'm your host, Matt. Let's see. Just living his life, doing his best, being the best dad he can be. I went to like an antique store, but it wasn't an antique store, but it was like a kitschy kind of like one of those stores. It was pretty cool. I found some Hulk suspenders that I bought, and that's about it. Bistany, and Sam's here. Sam, what's new with you?
Yo. Well, I've been waiting. I've been holding back this information.
Oh my God, he's finally gonna let us know.
Yep. Here it comes. I got a Switch 2.
Oh,
Woo!
Who'd you kill?
I stood in so many lines to get a Switch 2.
You didn't bring a chair?
Well, I thought about bringing a chair. I have these fabulous chairs from Kuma. But here's what happened. I went to GameStop.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Well, I swung by at 9 a.m. to see if anyone was in line. GameStop didn't open till noon. No one was in line, so I went to the gym. Came back at 10 o'clock.
They call this in the industry cruising.
Yes, I cruised on by. Again at 10, no one in line. So I went and got some food. Came back 10:30, 3 people in line. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna hop in line.
They only had 2.
Waited in line from 10:30 to noon. Then they opened up, and then they gave us stickers.
Yeah.
It said, here, your sticker number 4. Come back at 3 p.m. That's when we start our big Switch event. So I said, okay. And I came back.
Sticker number 4. Okay.
Sticker number 4.
Already, Sam, I can feel my, chest getting tight with ultimate rage.
Yep.
Please continue, because I'm about to burst.
Yes, because here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I show up at 3, and then they start calling numbers like I'm at a deli.
Correct.
Right.
Why would you think anything else?
I show up at 3. There is a line around the store and out the door, and the deal is you just have to wait in that line because you have a sticker. The sticker just aligns with one of the switches they have out back with that same number on it. That's all. No one told me this, so now I'm waiting.
Okay.
in line.
So okay. But you're guaranteed, switch to number 4?
That's what I'm told.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
So
I'll wait in the fucking line.
I wait in this line for an hour. I get to the front. I pay for my Switch. They gave me a receipt, and they write down the same number on it, number 4 on my receipt. They say, come back at midnight. That's when we start handing them out.
What the fuck is going on? Why is this so complicated?
So I live 40 minutes away from GameStop, right? So I drive back home. We have filming to do. Doug and Emmy are staying with us, and we set up and we film this whole campfire thing, which goes pretty late. And so now it's 11:30 at night, and I say, I got to go back to the store, and I'll go there. I was like, it'd be awesome when I come back, we can play the new Mario Kart. That would be dope because we've been playing Mario Kart, and it's a lot of fun. We're excited for the new one. And so I was like, I should be home around 1. So I get to the store at midnight. Mm-hmm. There's no less than 100 people in a big mob outside. They haven't, from what I can tell, they haven't let anyone in. And so I'm standing there for a couple minutes. Everyone's just milling around. Yeah. And then I'm like, why aren't they letting anyone? I finally asked someone, and they're like, oh, no, you got to go in and then get a number. And
again?
I'm like, again? What? So I'm like, but first of all, no one's outside to tell us anything. I just had to ask someone, some random stranger. And the first person I asked didn't know. So I had to ask several people to tell me, go inside, get a number. So I go inside and get a number. It's number 75. And I'm like, what? So was this number 4? Does that mean anything? And they're like, no, you're 75th in line. We're letting people in 10 at a time.
Hold on. Can we at this point recap what you've done so far? You've gone to a line, given the number 4.
Yep.
Right?
Yep,
Told to
yep.
come back, as if you're going to be in the 4th person in the. I'm number 4 now.
Correct.
Nope. You come back. Now you have to go and pay for your guaranteed number 4. So you have now paid for a Switch and been told to come back
A third time.
again.
Yes.
Okay.
Now I'm number 75 in line.
Okay.
And I'm
Not
thinking like,
guaranteed
okay.
a Switch.
Well, I'm like, everyone's already paid for their thing. Here's how it should work. I walk up, I say, here's my thing, and they go, here's your thing, and then they leave. So it's like, no problem. Should fucking blow through 75 people at that rate. They're letting people in 10 at a time, and I start to time it on my phone, and the first 10 people take 35 minutes.
Okay.
And the next 10 people take 22 minutes. So they're getting a little bit faster, but I'm doing the
they're getting
math.
a little more efficient.
I'm doing the math, and I'm like, I'm going to be here till 3:30 in the morning before they take me in line, and I won't get home until past 4, and it's going to be fucking awful. And that's if I get a Switch or if they don't randomly run out. They got a little bit faster, and if I can figure it out, people would get up there, and they'd be like, oh, here's your Switch. By the way, do you have a new SD card for it? And they'd be like, oh, I have one. They're like, no, but do you have the Express SD card? And do you need a 64 gig SD card or the 32? Because, you know, if you get a lot of games, you might want the 64 one. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. Like, this should be a 10-second transaction. So about 2:30 in the morning, I go there. I give them my receipt. They give me a Switch. I leave immediately. My transaction, of course, takes 4 seconds to do. And then I drive home, have my Switch. We get back. Everyone has stayed awake for me, which is very sweet. Everyone stayed up, and they're like, let's play.
I like you, but I would have gone to bed. Immediately gone to bed.
Play the one new game.
Yes, for Mario Kart. And so we plug it in. We get it download
I know you're a
the
Mario
thing.
Kart connoisseur.
Oh my God, you have to
I was
download
so
and
disappointed
install it.
that they didn't have a major title launch other than that.
Well, the game is very, very fun. So
Did you win?
Did I win? Yes.
Did Kaylee win?
So 3:30 in the morning we start playing. We play to about 4:30 in the morning, and then everyone goes to bed. We're all very tired. But long story short, it was a fucking odyssey, but I got a Switch. I'm psyched. Been playing a shit ton of Mario Kart World, and it is a lot of fun.
Nice, dude.
Mario Odyssey, if you will.
So, other than that,
Man.
I'm going to see Billy Corgan and the Machines of God tomorrow night, which I know no one else is excited about, but I'm very excited.
You go in there to shake your fist at him like, it should have been me.
It's like a kind of like a side band where they're playing a bunch of more obscure, like heavier, more raw Pumpkins stuff. And
Oh,
they're
really?
Yeah, and they're playing at the Paradise, which is going to be
Oh.
fucking dope. Because I've seen him live, I don't know, 20 times or something like that, but never at any place that small.
That small?
Yeah.
You can grab his dick.
I'm going to grab it.
Nice.
Old dick twist.
That's what you do on the 20th time. You get to grab Billy Corgan's stick.
Yeah. It's like a punch
Yeah.
card.
Yeah.
You think he's going to have Bill Burr come out since he's in Boston?
I don't think so, but yeah.
You know, I'd pay to go see Bill Burr be the front man
Howie
of
Mandel.
the Smashing Pumpkins
Yeah.
over Billy Corgan.
All right. Yeah, that's all my shit.
Nice. Well, congrats on the Switch. Will, what's new with you?
Not much new. Things are settling down at work, even though they're still absolutely crazy. But I am excited to say that I am hours from hitting the Chase Sapphire Lounge at Logan Airport tomorrow morning
Oh,
and heading to Niagara Falls for the week.
Oh.
wow.
You going to go over the falls in a barrel?
Yep. Right.
Nice. Good for you.
Yeah. We're staying up there. I got 3 days at this, one nice resort in the New York side, which is
Ugh.
notably the more ghetto side.
Yes.
Apparently, Niagara Falls is a shithole.
Oh my God,
So
yes.
I'm just going to have to bring all of my guns with me.
Have you not been there?
No, this
Oh.
will be my first. Rose has been.
Oh,
And
no.
she likes it. She always wanted to go back. And I got a good deal on the hotel last Christmas. And then built on the back end, I'm going to spend some time on the Canada side, which I hope I
Good.
am allowed in Canada. I haven't been there.
Mm.
You know,
Gonna kick you right out.
Yep.
First day we go. I'm gonna try to go like get some McDonald's across the border to make sure I'm allowed.
Test McDonald's run.
Yeah, right.
They go,
No, we're
and,
gonna go do the Maid of the Mist, the whole thing. I got a beautiful hotel with like a jacuzzi, corner room jacuzzi on like the 15th floor, overlooking the whole city, and then on the Canada side.
You should take
it's
a shit in
one
the
of the best
jacuzzi.
hotels with the best view. Take a shit in the jacuzzi?
Yes.
Well, so you didn't let me finish.
Okay.
I also have next Friday. I reserved. There's one VIP cabana that had like a 7th floor pool, rooftop pool, and I reserved the VIP cabana for me and Rosa, and it has its own like small plunge pool in it.
Oh.
And it sits
Shit.
right on the railing, overlooking like the best view you can possibly get of the falls. When at night with all the lights, and then at 10 o'clock every night there's fireworks. So while the fireworks are going off, I'm going to just diarrhea all in the
That'd be
pool.
so fucking good. That would make all of what you said worth it.
It happened again.
The fireworks, baby, poo-poo. Cool. Charles,
Yeah.
what's new with you?
I don't even. I just said I don't remember anything I did this week. The minute we start
Charles
recording,
has dementia.
I have dementia. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wedding's planned.
I've just been working. That's literally it all week. My brain's
Oh, that
fried.
makes one of us.
Yeah.
So you did send us the song that your company rejected or was
Yeah.
rejected, and then they had to
Was
rework.
rejected by. Yeah.
First of all, that song is not great.
No.
So
I didn't listen to it, to be honest, so I don't know.
it's fine. It's a fine song.
It is. It is. It would get lost in 2000s pop punk bands. Like that's all it is. It's just another 2000s pop punk song.
So did your company find another song?
Yes. Am I allowed to say? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Well,
'Cause
let's just play it safe and do it.
Yeah. The song we're currently working with was technically released 2 years ago by the lead singer as a solo act, and now they've taken it off the internet. You can still find it. They've taken it off the internet. It's going to be released on their new upcoming album.
Oh.
So
All
I
right.
have no
Called
idea.
Bull.
I can tell you this: I have not signed any NDAs. It's basically just like a do not share these songs, or
Okay.
you're probably going to be ruined. So I was like, that's good to know.
Ruined. Do you tell them who you are? You go, I'm Charles. I'm on a podcast called The Top 5 of Death.
Oh, we looked that up, and we are fired. So
Yeah, but good luck scanning your groceries at Stop and Shop when Kevin Weaver hears about this.
yeah.
Good luck.
The funny thing is, the minute we sign off, I'm going to remember something from this week, and it's not going to matter anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I have cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah. All those
got my
doubloons I found.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Let me see. I kind of gave my update off air because it's just boring house stuff. But I did want to take a minute to highlight some horse shittery. Just because I'm interested in it. And when I mentioned it last time, I got a few people like message me being like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So this is for this. Man, not that I expect any of you to. Maybe will. Did anyone see the FBI director, Kash Patel, on Rogan? Because remember like a few weeks ago, I was like, all of a sudden, Kash Patel and Dan Bongino are like, Epstein killed himself.
Mhm.
So he went on Rogan, and Rogan obviously pressed him on it. And he was just like, he literally he's like, this is the most bullshitty thing almost I've ever heard, which is like such an absolute letdown. But he was like, do you think that if we had video evidence of someone committing felonies and I was in charge, that you wouldn't see it, that you would see it or whatever? And I was like, what does that have to, what is
Trust
you
me,
being
bro.
in charge? Yeah, it was like the most whatever. So that was his whole thing on Rogan when he asked him about it, and he was like, I've seen everything that we have, everyone has seen, blah blah blah, this that and the other thing. But the problem here, and this is a point I wanted to get to, is that a few months ago, AG Pam Bondi when she was, because she made the statement that was like, first statement she made was, I have the Epstein stuff on my desk and it's going to be released. And then it didn't. So people started asking her, hey, you said this, where's the shit? And she said, her response to that was, there's literally tens of thousands of hours of video evidence of crimes being committed against children on video, and we need time to go through it all. So now we have two contradicting stories from the head of the FBI and the Attorney General. So you can imagine, as someone who lives in the world that I live in, it's been very interesting of being like, weird. No, I guess not really. It's just like what business as usual. But man, the world's crazy. There's some powerful motherfuckers controlling a lot of shit. Just wild.
Yeah.
But
What an awful job to have to watch those tens of thousands of hours of horrible abuse or whatever. They're like,
if they exist, but according to the FBI director, they don't exist. No, they don't have them. They don't exist.
So Matt, who are you siding with on the big breakup? Elon or Trump? This is the greatest thing to happen in a long time in my opinion.
Well, we all saw it coming. Like,
here's a problem. here's tinfoil hat me, right? So there's this thing that's happening that Trump wants this company called Palantir to create a database on everybody, like an AI, like Palantir, big company, basically this thing. It's happening in the background. Palantir was kind of brought in a little bit via Musk. So the conspiracy theory here is that this feud between Musk and Trump and everything that's happening, and it's so like aggressively headline grabbing shit, that the reason why they're doing that is like a farce to be like, hey, while we pass this thing of Palantir, pay attention to that. But the Palantir thing is very, very scary. I would highly suggest anyone to go look up what Palantir is. It's just tech bros getting a lot of, it's like the Patriot Act on steroids, essentially. So, is that true? I have no idea. So if the other thing, the Musk and Trump thing, at face value of what it is, I don't know. It's whatever. Like everyone says, it was bound to happen. You can't have two people like that working together for that long.
My advice is get yourself some land, get some chickens, get some goats.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know what goats do. Why do people have
mow your
goats?
grass? They mow your grass?
That's it. Just mow
your grass.
Yeah, you can milk them.
Have some goats to mow the grass.
And eat them.
Bunch of chickens, some cats.
Yeah, I don't know. But he made the statement that the reason this shit isn't released is because Trump's in them, and it's like there's two things wrong with that. It's like, okay, let's say that is true, and you weren't going to mention anything until you were mad. You know what I mean? It's like
That's
you're not
a
like
problem.
they're not like a hero if that's true, or you just being like lashing out. He's pretty immature, so I don't know. It's just bound to happen. It's funny that it's so front page ugly.
It's crazy.
I wish it
Absolutely
kept
crazy.
going.
Yeah. Well, you know what's really I think is a little bit interesting too is how little Trump engaged with it, knowing what we know of how Trump behaves. I bet everybody was like, he was trying to get to his phone and he has like 6 people hanging off his fucking arms. He's like, tweet him. I'll tweet him good.
Have you seen there was a video famously not that long ago, like maybe 6 months, of him in like a war room hotel, and he was dictating tweets to his like personal handler.
Hell yeah.
And the way he just like spoke over his shoulder, he was like, and you say and capitalize this and it will be like, so he does like write them himself. Somebody else just
no one
like
writes
types
them.
it.
No one writes those. No one speaks like that.
Right.
Again, he is the master of the backhanded insult. He's the best at it. Like Chris Christie, who used to be way fatter than he is now, It's like a compliment.
thanks, thanks to Trump Slim Solutions, a new shot you can inject in your belly. The Trump shot is the best shot. It's the skinniest shot. Everybody's using them.
I liked him
Look
giving
at Rosie O'Donnell.
I liked him giving the key to Elon. He's like, "This is a very special key. I mean, I do give it out a lot." Like, what are you doing?
Oh God. But yeah, so that was just like it's crazy. Tim Dillon's got a good bit on it. This week's episode.
Tim Dillon getting interviewed by that lady from CNN, I think it was.
Oh, and she was like, are you the new establishment? He's like, what the fuck are you talking
He's
about?
like, you think like 4 comedians are controlling the world?
And then she was like, well, you know, it's really like the only form of comedy. He's like, I can name 10 arena headlining left-leaning comedians right now, and they're all great. And it's like, he's like, what you want to be real isn't reality. And she's like, maybe. And that was like it. But
Sorry.
yeah, no, it's that was crazy. It just, if anyone wants to also jump in on that conversation with me, feel free. I'm happy to. I love chit chat and that stuff. So, cuckoo bananas. But I don't know. That's it for me.
Join the Discord.
Yeah, join Discord. We can put on our tinfoil hats and have a grand old time. Who won last week?
Despite my, again, asking to not be voted for, I won this week.
Well,
And I did show up with a death.
okay. Whoa. Okay. Wow.
So,
Rare treat,
hey.
everybody.
There he
This
is.
means I will not be voted for now that I'm actually delivering a death.
We'll see.
Most likely. No.
We'll see.
So, Sam, Will, and Matt all piled into the car and started their road trip to Maine to go to Charles's bachelor party. Sam was the reluctant driver due to the fact that Matt was considered a special needs person, and Will was also a special needs person, but on top of it, he was also a woman. So on they drove into the great northern wilderness. After several pit stops to watch Will pee, they neared their destination. Sam fumbled with his phone to pull up Charles's very specific directions on how to get to the cabin.
No.
Will snatched the phone and tossed it out the window. We don't need any special directions. We can take whatever roads we've got. If we get stuck, you just stand back and I'll handle it, Sam. Cocksure and full of arrogance, they drove up a very rutty back road, taking twists and turns through the woods. Before they knew it, the car bottomed out and the boys were stuck. No cell phone service, and they decided to split up. And one of them would surely find the cabin or the main road. Matt wandered through the woods, and as it was getting dark, he heard a rustling not far from him. He turned on his flashlight app, and a few feet from him was a full-grown bull moose. Matt, not a physically imposing man, and with shoulder sockets made of recycled paper, he used his only method of defense. He dropped his pants and showed the moose his dink. For the briefest moment, it worked. And the moose was confused by Matt's stink, whether it be the size or the human stupidity. It shook off the confusion and promptly trampled Matt to death. Sam wandered up the road farther, and before he knew it, he came across a cabin. There was no cars in front, the lights were out, but there was a small light and smoke coming out of a shed in the back. Wandering in the dark, Sam made his way to the shed, and as he neared the door, he bumped into something that caused a tremendous crash, large bottles and jugs shattering at his feet. The door to the shed flew open, and he caught the stench of fresh brewed backwoods hooch. Out of the shed came a group of illegal Canadian migrants who promptly apprehended Sam and kept him as their sex slave till his eventual death. Will, lost in the dark, hungry, and needing to pee but no one around to watch him, fumbled around for hours with his dink out, looking for the main road. Hours went on, found no road. He took a wrong step and slid down an embankment, tumbling down and crashing into trees before he landed on a hard black surface and passed out. Will's dead body was found the next morning by Maine Highway Patrol, his bladder burst, and his dink out of his Velcro swim trunks. That's how he died.
I like the detail of the Velcro swim trunks.
Velcro swim trunk, yeah.
You know what? Velcro for swim trunks, underrated. I think it's a fantastic fabric.
Yeah, nothing flows in the water like stiff, hard Velcro.
Very nice. Very nice job.
All right. Well, this week we have one of our patented. That's right, patented. No one's ever done this before us. No one's ever done it before. We're the best. Draft episodes. So we are going to be drafting TV vehicles. Okay, and I am going to, just for the record, look up the definition of vehicle. Okay. Let's see what it says here. So the definition for vehicle is, internet.
I just hope this includes not just TV shows.
Well, that's what we said. So, a machine used for transporting people or goods from one place to another.
Okay.
So there we go. All right. So. Does anyone have... So with the draft episodes, typically once something gets picked, no one else can pick it. We're going to do it in snake order. That means that the first draft goes, and then everyone else, and then when the last person goes to round one, they begin round two, thus snaking through the draft order. Snake. Now.
Well described. And
Thank
Matt, just to clarify, movie vehicles are not allowed. Is that correct?
They're not
That's
allowed.
Well, I'll put it this way. Do you want to put it up to a vote? I don't know. I said TV. That was my suggestion. I'm a little curious as to why you're pushing so hard for a movie vehicle.
I just have one. There's just one, I think.
You can
I'd
find
have
a
to flex.
replacement.
So,
Charles.
I'll also
Charles-
say that in my research, I've a shocking number of movie vehicles have also been in TV shows.
Correct. That is
Right.
correct.
all right.
It's
TV
as
it
the
is.
one vehicle you.
I'll
you-
cut it out. It's over.
Okay. All right. Great. We can do movie vehicles another day.
Hell,
Okay. Unless you want to go fucking cuckoo bananas and do a double draft, and we can do movie vehicles and
what the
TV
fuck?
vehicles.
No.
Let's go with it. Let's do it. I'm not prepared for a movie, but I can do it.
Yeah.
So I need a
Sure.
draft order.
I'm all
generator.
for pushing the envelope.
All right.
I
Fine.
don't know what
All
will
right.
come
You know
of
what?
it.
This is the first ever double draft.
Double draft.
So every round we will have to pick one TV vehicle and one movie vehicle.
Unprecedented.
Unprecedented.
As somebody who doesn't remember anything about TV or movies after they watch them, this is fucking shitty. But let's go.
You know what?
Okay.
I'm going.
And this is a draft.
It's a draft. You know
Yeah.
what else I'm going to do? I'm adding a triple decker draft.
Oh, no. Come on.
Trip.
All right, fine.
You have to draft a TV vehicle, a movie vehicle, and a year.
Huh?
Mhm.
Just
You got to draft a year.
best year of all time.
Just a year. Okay.
Just pick a year.
All right, cool.
Okay, great. Triple dap. All right, triple threat. Triples is
TV.
safe. Triples is
All right,
best.
I'll go first.
Oh no,
you can't do that.
I got a random order.
You got to randomize it.
Gonna randomize it.
It's
All
worth a
right.
shot.
You're not going
All right.
first. No. Here we go. We can just show it, just so everyone can see it. There's no shenanigans happening here. Look at that.
No. Oh, sharing a screen. Wow.
Look at that.
Technology, science, and
There we go.
technology. One of my favorite lines from.
There we go.
All right, I can live with that. One of my favorite
log
lines
in.
from Mystery Science Theater 3000, the movie, is he's like, it's like this, like they're building this sci-fi machine or whatever, and he's like, increase the Flash Gordon noise and put more science stuff around. It's very good. It's a great
Flash
one.
Gordon noise.
Great. Okay, so Charles, you have first pick,
yeah.
huh? All right, so give us a TV vehicle, a
TV.
movie vehicle, and then any year.
Any year I want.
Yep. Any year. It's going to be a tough one to draft the good years.
My first TV vehicle.
Uh-huh.
I'm picking the Jetsons flying car.
Oh, that's a good one. Makes a sick sound.
Yeah. I mean, you can also just eject people out of the bottom of that thing. Just send them off on their own little cars, apparently.
Yeah, which, here's a question. Do they all live in space, or were they on a planet? They're on a planet, right?
We don't.
They
What's
weren't
pulling
on a
them down?
planet. They were orbiting a planet.
Yeah, but what's
And
the
this-
gravitational force?
This, by the way, was also my number 5.
Really?
Not
Interesting.
anymore. It ain't.
Nope.
So, unfortunately, yeah, it's
Um,
a draft. Fuck.
Okay. No, that's a good one. Those are fun.
I don't know if they're good family vehicles, but do they have
What are
to
you
be?
talking?
No.
What are you talking about?
Also, hold on.
He has his whole family in there except for the maid. The
Rosie?
Rosie maid. Rosie's,
Oh,
not, Rosie's the
sexy
only
ass
one not
Rosie.
in there. Damn.
Sassy bitch.
She's thick.
God, I would fuck
Also,
the shit
hold on.
out.
I have to look this up. You think there's a cosplay porn of someone as Judy Jetson?
Oh, Judy. I thought you were gonna say
Rule-
Rosie.
Rule
Matt,
36,
have I ever
right?
do you know what? Do you know what Rule 34 is?
Yeah, I know,
34.
but I want to.
Okay,
I don't want.
there you go.
I don't want to. I don't want a
Somebody
drawing of
does.
it. Hold on.
No, it doesn't
keep
have to be a
going.
drawing. They can be cosplay.
Judy Jetson sucking a hog.
Just waiting around. Oh, and then my movie vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to pick the 1989 Batmobile,
Oh, that's
Ooh.
a fucking great pick.
the Michael Keaton
Yeah, it's
Batmobile.
still fucking.
What? What? Well,
No, fuck. Go.
Was
fuck.
was that the one movie vehicle you had?
It was my favorite. Yeah.
That's the draft, baby.
Yep, that's a
Yep.
good one.
That's a good one. That's the one that he clicks the button and the
It
whole thing
armors
gets like the
yeah,
whole
it
armor.
armors itself up. Yeah,
Yeah, that's so cool.
I've seen
a
that
great one.
vehicle in person. It's at
Wow,
the Smith-
really? Did you
It's
touch
at the
it?
Smithsonian here. You can't touch it. You should. You probably could. Matt,
Probably a hologram.
Matt, you probably could touch it, and you're just like, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know.
Yeah, I go. Look at me. I'm retarded.
Look
I
at
don't know.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
I'll
I
take
didn't know I
my
could
dentures
do
out.
that.
I'll take my dentures out.
Hey, like I talked about, I'm good at passing for challenged.
Oh my god. I'm
Me
so
and Will
sorry.
should drive a car and then pick someone up on accident.
You wanna do a reality show where we pretend we're challenged?
Yeah, of course. I want to do that, but I want the reality show is us trying to get people in our car.
And then we help them.
Yeah, we always do exactly what they want.
We help them to kill stray dogs.
It's getting
Well-
worse.
We were almost there. Okay, no, that's a great pick.
Yeah.
What year?
pick-
What's the,
What year am I gonna pick with? Oh boy.
You
Yeah.
already said.
Also, apparently, fun fact: the 1989
Oh.
Batmobile can go 329 miles per hour.
get the fuck out of here! What a freaking crock of shit!
That's too fast.
That's
See,
too fast.
It couldn't turn.
It's so aerodynamic. Yeah, I
I
can't
guess
turn, but in a straight line.
Ooh,
Yeah,
what's
there's a
good
lot
year?
of straight lines in Gotham, so.
You know what? My first year I'm gonna pick is 1969.
Oh, what
Nice.
a sexy year! Is that the quote unquote moon landing? The 69?
I should
think
know
so.
that. I should know this because Matt, do you know what day they landed on the moon?
Well, no, because they didn't land on the moon. Thank you.
It was July 20th, which is my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday,
Nerd.
freak!
Yeah.
right.
Moon Day.
So
Also
you
the year
got
of Woodstock.
Yes,
Oh, it
that's
is?
actually why
Yeah.
I picked it.
Summer of Love, baby.
Yeah.
gay. So you got the Jetsons flying car.
Flying
That's a
car.
good one.
89 Batmobile.
89
and
Batmobile, piece of shit.
1969.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
All right. That's a good one. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Good draft. Good draft.
Yep.
Respectable.
Matt?
All right. I'm up. Number 2, right?
Yep.
Says
All right.
who?
4. What?
Why do you get to go?
Because that's what the order
That was
was.
the draft order was.
Oh,
Yeah.
Charles, are you not looking at the screen that we're recording on? Because Charles shared the randomizer.
Yeah, I shared
no,
it.
I wasn't.
No.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Well, now you know. See, maybe you are challenged. Anyway, so my first pick for my TV vehicle, I'm going Dragon Zord.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Zords. You.
Number 1 pick, baby. I got the
Yep.
fucking flute. I'm playing it. The Dragon Zord fucking shows up. He's sick.
Mhm.
So there you go. That's
What kind of mileage you getting in that Zord?
Oh my god, that thing eats fuel like you wouldn't believe. It's crazy how much that fucking it takes to make that thing take a step. I'd say I get 1 step per million gallons. Which is crazy because it's running off the fossilized bones of its friends.
That's right.
Yeah.
Circle of life.
Yeah, but hey, got around. Did what it needed to do. Also, again, the Dragon Zord is fucking super sick. I love it so much. Donnie did buy me a bunch of Green Ranger fucking merch that I still have somewhere that I've yet to sell. I don't know what to do with it. So, but yeah, Dragon Zord, dude.
Nice pick.
Sick.
All right, so movie vehicle. Now I'm unprepared. So now I'm shooting off the dome, right? 89 Batmobile is a fucking great pick. But if I had to pick a movie vehicle, I'm going to go with I'm going to go with the I'm going to go with the asteroid from Armageddon. Technically, they were on it for an amount of time, and it did move them from a point to another point. So, yeah, that's a pretty good. It's a pretty good asteroid. It was, pretty menacing. Yeah, not much more to say about the asteroid from Armageddon. It's like it's almost like just a MacGuffin of the film. So.
Don't want to close my eyes.
Don't want to fast. Yeah. Oh man, I just thought of a sick next draft pick for movie vehicle. All right, but anyway, so yeah, asteroid from Armageddon, and then the year I'm gonna pick. I feel like I'd be a fool not to take 1985, my own birth year.
That was
I knew it. That's why I took it
I
first.
wanted.
That's why I took it first. So now I own you, Sam. I own you. You're mine. Is the candy heart that I will send your way this Valentine's Day.
Very nice.
But yeah, that's it. So, Dragon Zord, asteroid from Armageddon in 1985.
1985. You're going to see The Goonies in theater.
Mm-hmm.
You're fucking on the way there. You're listening to "Take on Me" by Aha, which is brand new to the radio.
Yeah,
you're living your best life in 1985.
Hell yeah, that's great.
Nice.
Who's third?
Will.
Me? Probably.
No.
All right, here we go, Will. Now's your time to shine.
All right. We're starting with the first TV show.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You fucked me all up. My whole list is fucked. I'm at ground zero. I need to have good picks.
Yeah.
I
do.
I want to have the Mean Machine
Oh, that's a good one.
piloted by
B.A.
Dastardly and
Baracus.
Muttley.
Oh wait,
No,
I thought it
he's
was a
talking
different
about
thing.
Wacky Racers Mean Machine.
Oh,
Yep.
oh,
Wacky
I had
Racers.
this on my list.
That's good.
That's a good one.
Yep. The Mean Machine. Wacky Races was just such a primary cartoon for me growing up.
So
I don't know about
underrated.
you guys. It was Hanna-Barbera, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. At the end of their tenure, I feel
Yeah.
like.
It was like the Smash Bros of cartoons.
Yeah,
Sure.
Just threw them all together.
Like, what else are we gonna do with this Snagglepuss IP?
Right. who else was it? Penelope Pitstop?
Nice pull. Was Captain Caveman in that? No.
Yeah.
think
No, I
it
think
was-
it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds
Well,
right.
the Caveman Brothers.
Caveman
Yep.
Brother. There you go.
It was
Yeah.
Samantha Squirts and
Excuse me?
Anal Anal Angela.
Was Veronica Moser there?
Yeah. It
Nice.
was body fluid.
Okay.
It's not just piss. My movie car though. This is where I'm fucked. All right, I gotta go for my number one here. My movie
Yep.
car is gonna be Eleanor, the
Oh,
GT500
yes.
from Gone in 60 Seconds.
Great
It's
pick.
by far the greatest looking car in cinema.
Yeah, but it's not an asteroid, so get fucked.
And is it driven by Nicolas Cage for you?
Yes.
Right down my throat.
I've never seen that movie.
Not a bad movie. If
Yeah,
you're
it's a fine
if you're,
movie.
If you're really into cars, it's actually a really great movie.
Okay, I'm not.
But
So-
Eleanor is a gorgeous Mustang GT500.
It's it's really it's a beautiful car. The movie is just like a heist movie, which I love. So it's
Also
just a
white-
fun, like good way to spend less than 2 hours too. I
Also,
think it's
Angelina Jolie, right at like where she's peaking.
Oh,
But she has white dreads though. But you have to accept that.
that's
I'll
fine.
accept that.
It's a good
Yeah.
look, man.
Big
I don't
puss.
care. I'll stuff those dreads right up my ass. But I think that's a beautiful Mustang.
That's an understatement.
And the best year of all time is definitely 1986.
No one wants that. No one picks a 6th year.
What?
on.
86?
What a faulty draft. A 6th year?
Just wants to be a 5.
Actually, that's not true. I'm gonna take a 6th year. So when I do it, it'll be cool though.
So anyway, that was like my whole list right there. Now I
There you go.
I can figure the rest out.
Sick.
All right, that's not bad. All right, Sam. Sam, let's end round the first round of the draft here. What's your TV vehicle?
Okay, my TV vehicle, I had to check to see if this actually appeared in a TV show, and thankfully it did, because it's the Koopa clown car. That is the fucking flying machine that Bowser flies
In
around
Super
in.
Mario Brothers?
Yeah, so it's like got a clown face and
Yeah,
a
what-
propeller on the bottom of it.
Yeah, and
What
it
would that-
bounces off of the propeller for some reason.
Yeah.
What TV show was it in?
The Super Mario World TV show, which
Okay.
I don't know, aired like 8 episodes in 1993 or whatever.
Was Captain Lou Albano on that one?
He was not,
No,
unfortunately.
it's whack.
Yeah.
Wiggity whack.
I picture all these vehicles. I picture just like somebody waiting for me in like an Olive Garden parking lot, and like, is Sam here yet? And it's like, oh no. Oh wait, here he comes. Then I fucking come in my Koopa clown car. That thing seems pretty sweet. I don't know how it rests, because again, the propeller is on the bottom. But
I
yeah,
imagine it just comes down and just tilts immediately over. That's how
Yeah.
you get out. You just kind of
just fall out of it.
just fall out of it.
I can launch all sorts of weapons at my enemies. I can kidnap princesses.
About time.
Yeah, that seems pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And for my movie vehicle, I'm picking the Titanic.
Oh damn, that's a good one. Damn, that's a good pick.
There's
Shit.
so much
Limited-
room on it
For a limited time, though.
for a limited time.
Well, are you picking the real Titanic, or are you the one that
Yeah.
the owner
Or-
of Chase Bank swapped out to start the Federal Reserve
The
when he
insurance.
killed all those people?
Original passenger or just visiting?
Yeah.
I'll take the CGI Titanic from the movie when they do the
Okay.
wide shots and it looks not passable anymore.
Ooh, I know. It looks like a piece of paper on like other paper.
It's pretty rough. But yeah, I figure again, you're waiting for me in the Olive Garden parking lot. Like, is Sam here yet? Like, no. And then fucking here comes the Titanic just cruising into a spot. And for my year,
Yeah.
1994.
That's a great year. That's
Yes.
when that's an NHL '94 is the best hockey game ever made.
It's possible society peaked in 1994.
Mm-hmm.
We
I
weren't
agree.
we weren't dependent on the internet yet. Not everyone had a computer. Windows 95 was not out yet. But the Super Nintendo was. So like the height of technology right there.
When did NAFTA get enacted?
What?
Was after
Sure.
World War II, I think.
Unsure. No,
Oh,
no.
Can I pause you? Can
Please.
I pause the whole show for a second?
Yep.
I mentioned earlier off the show that I was thinking about buying some hex-clad cookware. So I put my phone number in for like a percentage off, And then I got a text message from like just Hexaclad cookware, blah 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 blah.
I'm getting mad.
Then I got one while we were recording that was just like, hey, sorry to interrupt, but are you ready to claim the complete kitchen bundle before it disappears? So I replied with, are you an official representative for Hexaclad? Because I was going to try to pull the AI told me I can get this for free move.
Yep.
And then the response was, I am an actual human being too, in case you were wondering. Do you have any questions at the moment? I said, yes. Does the knife set come with a block? And listen to this fucking bitch cunt response. It says, it does. That's why the picture shows it. And then it says, does that make sense? I'm going to go, I'm sorry, I'm a fucking retard is what I'm going to reply with. Can you send me the retard version of that? But
You should. Just, I have Asperger's. I'm autistic. Can you please explain this more appropriate?
So here's, okay. Not to get too in the weeds, though. They sent me the picture of the kitchen set, but not the image that I was talking about. Because sorry, this is so fucking stupid. But the knife set picture that this guy just sent me is if I was trying to buy just the knife set, it comes with, because the question I asked was like, does it come with a block? But in the bundle cooking set that I'm looking at, it just shows the knives, no block. So I'm going to say, oh, you know what? Let's continue the show.
Yeah.
I'm going to really get into it, this guy.
I'm legally blind. But when I showed this photo to my wife, she said there was no block. So sorry for being a fucking dum-dum.
Oh my God, I can't wait to hit him with this. I love being right. It's the fucking best.
So yes, 1994, height of society, height of humankind. And it's been all downhill from there. So I guess we're snaking around.
Yeah. You're
That's
number
right.
two.
Oh, that's right, you fucker.
Okay. All right. So for my next pick, my TV show vehicle is the Homer.
Okay. List.
Such a good one.
It's got horns here, here, and here. You can never find your horn when you're angry. Optional second bubble for the kids in the back, soundproofing. Yeah, it's the car that single-handedly ruins his brother's entire, multi-million-dollar empire. So good. I would love to see one in real life, and I would drive one. I used to drive a Nissan Cube, which is just about as attractive as the Homer.
Yeah.
That broken car?
God,
That broken car? I know. Tells me I gotta get it towed. Towed straight to hell. And for a movie, and then for my movie vehicle, I'm going with the dog van from Dumb and Dumber.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Oh, that's a fucking good one, too. I'm so fucking... Right one.
Only because I feel very comfortable driving that car. I drive something very similar as it is. Yeah.
You shouldn't
So
talk
fucking
about
mad.
your fiance like that.
So it was originally on my list for TV shows because they did have an animated Dumb and Dumber show, which features the dog van. I've got worms. That's what we're gonna call it. I've got worms. Yep. What an iconic van. I can only assume that today, if that van is somehow in a museum, the carpet on the outside has to be very disgusting.
Yes. I could assume so.
In a year, let's go with 1946.
Why? Why, Sam?
What happened then?
You literally, like, you're 1 year removed from World War II, and the sky's the limit. If
The
you're
roaring-
a white man, that's maybe not 1946. Maybe I want a different year.
No, you said
No, that's
46. No, you said 46.
What are you talking about? That's before the welfare state destroyed the black community, so they're doing pretty good.
All right. Yeah, I feel what an optimistic year, 1946.
Yeah.
Yep.
Another 6 years. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah,
Unless-
that's true.
Unless you're living in Japan,
Yeah.
then you're
That's true.
then you're dealing with birth defects and ongoing radiation sickness
And Godzilla.
and
That's true.
Godzilla.
Right.
But
Yeah.
all right,
Okay, good one.
Will.
Oh shit.
Oh,
My best TV car is going to be also a Simpsons reference, and that's the
Okay.
Canyonero.
Oh,
yep.
Yep. That was high on my list.
God. Seats 35. It's pretty good.
2 lanes wide.
Yeah.
It's 2 lanes wide. I was just trying to play it, and my audio, voice bananas fucked up. Yeah, 2 lanes wide. Things that as wide as 2 semis. Heated, cooled, and intercooled cup holders.
The cigarette lighters are a lipstick.
The cigarette lighter is lipstick.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And my this is the
Will.
worst. What?
Can you turn up at all?
Turn up my volume?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I apologize.
Hell yeah. There you are.
Sorry about that. The Canyonero, the truck that does it all. And then my movie car is going to be the Jaguar.
Oh, from Austin
Oh.
Powers?
Yep.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Shit.
That is a
I
good
mean,
one.
to be that ugly and pull that kind of European pussy, I'm in.
Austin Powers is so funny.
Ages so well.
Is it me, or has there been a rumor for like the last 3 years that another movie is coming, and it just hasn't showed up?
It's been a rumor for the last 23 years, I think.
Yeah.
I thought it was like it's shitty rumors. I thought it was like a decent, credible
Mike-
one.
Would Mike Myers even want to do it? I feel like he doesn't want to do anything.
What else is he doing?
Nothing. He's enjoying his life.
He sucks.
He's randomly showing up in a serious movie for some reason.
But yeah, the Jaguar. I mean, having the old British flag draped over that nice Jaguar. That's a beautiful movie car.
You got a
That
favorite
is-
Austin Powers movie?
I think the second one, just based on personal experience. I remember going out in middle school with my friends to see the sequel to Austin Powers, and I very, very distinctly remember wearing a white polo bucket hat to go see it, and an Old Navy tech vest.
Nice. What a time to be alive.
Great movie though.
And,
And
your
that-
year.
When was that? 98. 1998. Great year. We'll go with that one.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Start of the Attitude Era,
Oh, shit.
right?
Do.
A little too early for that, but
Start
Not by
Sam's social life.
No, those are good. The Jaguar's a great one.
yep, very good. Very good.
Is it up to me now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. For my TV vehicle, I want to make sure I get this one because it's so cool. And I just love it. It's a special place in my heart. I'm going with the Mystery Machine
Okay.
from Scooby Doo.
Okay. Yeah.
That thing, so iconic. Love Scooby Doo. I like Scooby Doo more than I think I like Scooby Doo all the time. Every time on the rare chance I come across it, I'm like, man, this show's so fucking good. I've I got to write a love letter to Scooby Doo someday. Is what I got to do. But it's the best. And you know what? It's just a gas guzzler. Black smoke comes out of it. It's fucking. There's no way no one's not been fingered in that thing. 100%.
Oh, for sure.
Does it stink like weed on the inside?
Oh, you bet it does.
So then my movie vehicle, which I'm gonna ask a question. This is I'm just asking the question, okay?
Mhm.
Would you consider a human being a machine?
A machine or a vehicle?
A vehicle.
I'm asking a question.
We are doing a vehicle. Is
Right,
a human being a vehicle?
But we went over the definition earlier, and it says a machine used for transporting people or goods from one place to another.
No, only if that person is a cyborg.
I'm so close on this pick.
No, I'm
But
not.
I
I'm not
technically-
for it.
I technically can't do it. Okay, well, since I technically can't do it, and it's off the table, I was gonna say my movie vehicle was Luke Skywalker when he carried Yoda on his back. But he doesn't lose his hand until later in that film, so I couldn't. That's too bad. But that was my pick originally. Now I have to pivot and pick another something from a movie. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with so for my movie vehicle. Oh wait, hold on. I did pick the asteroid. That's not a machine. You know what? It's got metals on it, right?
We'll give it-
machine enough.
Yeah.
For my movie vehicle, I'm gonna go with. Oh boy. There's so many good ones. You guys have picked such fucking good ones too.
Yeah, well, when you add like 3 fucking wrinkles at the last second,
Yeah.
I have
Let's
to
see,
get
what's-
up in like 5 hours and get on a
Yeah, me too.
plane.
I gotta get on your plane too.
Yeah, I wish
Yeah.
you would.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. That tells me exactly what vehicle I want. Hold on.
Going with Al Abasim Labin.
What?
Nothing.
I'm gonna go with for my movie vehicle is a. Hold on, waiting for the internet to answer me. Is there no fucking? This is too much information.
You're killing me. I have like 2 picks ready to go, and I'm so nervous.
I know it's not gonna be this
What
one.
the fuck? Let's go.
Like, oh my God.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pick my movie vehicle is Ice Cube's bike that Debo steals in Friday.
Like,
That's a good.
All right,
Yeah,
all right.
so I'm just taking. I'm gonna steal the bike while they're fighting. I steal the bike. No, I'm riding. No, I'm riding the bike. And then for my year, I'm gonna go. Since everyone else picked a 6 year, I'm gonna pick a 6 year. I'm going 1776.
you son of a bitch. That was literally on my like next up. 1776.
Really?
From
had
For
the
you,
car-
Charles? You fucking commie?
Yeah, you don't even like this country.
I'm sorry. Do you guys even know anything about the Revolutionary War or the Civil War?
Yeah, I know that was fought by men
Yeah.
like me.
I grew up down the street from
And
the
those-
first president's home, and you are not going to tell me I'm not a patriot.
Yeah, you didn't fight in the Revolutionary War like my dad Norman
Actually,
did.
I do have ancestry in the
Norman.
Revolutionary War.
You do? Are you a ghost? That's it. That's a big reveal. Charles is a ghost.
My ghost. It's going to be a hell of a wedding.
Yeah. So 1776. So let's see.
Damn it.
I got the Mystery Machine, which is sick. I got the bike, Ice Cube's bike from Friday that got stolen by Debo. And 1776. So Charles, you're up.
Yep. Great. My vehicle, TV vehicle, I'm picking the Dragula.
Oh,
the
you're
monsters.
a real fuck.
Yeah. With this pick, I also get the song, as you do. Yeah. I am strictly. I did love the monsters. I can't tell you much about this vehicle off the top of my head, but I do want it, and I know other people would.
I looked it up because this was on my list.
Yeah.
So apparently, there's one dude that actually built like a lot of these incredible hot rods for like this time period, and his name is George Barris. So yeah, he did the Munsters coach amongst other things.
That's so cool.
This is fucking sick.
It's built from 3 Model T Ford chassis.
Jesus.
With a custom hearse body. The engine originally powered by a 425 horsepower Ford 289 engine with a 4-speed manual transmission.
That's crazy.
What's its original top speed?
Top speed. It's currently in the Volo Auto Museum in Volo, Illinois. That's where you can find it. This sort of like ridiculous hot rod thing, by the way, is like one of the weird things that Kaylee's dad was known for. Like in the 70s, like he raced like a fucking hot rod version of like something that looked pretty similar to this, and it's in an auto museum now.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sick.
So if you ever need to build another one of those by hand, I know an 81-year-old man who might be up to the chat.
Always waiting around to do it. I'm itching. I've had this engine
waiting.
I've had this engine sitting in storage this whole time. My movie vehicle, I'm picking the Jurassic Park Ford Explorer because everyone's like, "Oh, the Jeep." No, we saw the Ford Explorer most of the time, and that's what I want. I want a Jurassic Park Ford Explorer. I want that year. So it's a shitty year, and it's got like the aerodynamics of a brick, but it's no different from my car now. I want it to come with the night vision goggles, those weird ass fucking things, and then just those shitty flashlights they all have, and a bucket of flares. Why?
Like Ric Flares? There's a bucket full of Ric Flares.
Great for distracting dinosaurs, man.
That's true.
Imagine driving down the road with those night vision goggles on, and then someone flashes their brights at you, and you die.
Oh my god!
It's over.
Your head just explodes.
Have y'all ever seen? Have you ever driven by one that has a Jurassic Park paint job on it?
Yeah, there's one that real local to where I live. Matt, you might have known from Chunky Cinema. There was somebody who had a Jurassic Park Explorer all painted up. Looked good. They maintained it for a long time, for like 10 years. So it was always pleasant to see it.
Nice.
Yeah, I like seeing one I feel like there's one in every major city somehow. Just someone who was like, "Oh yeah, I have like a 90s, what is that, a 92 Ford Explorer?" Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, might as well paint it green and put some scales
That's
on
for
it.
people who are like, well, I don't care if my car runs well, but I want it to look like
A thing.
my
Something.
childhood.
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
fun. Good for
Jurassic
them.
Park Ford Explorer. And then my year, I'm also going to take a 6-year. I'm going to take 2016 because this is when everything started going downhill in general. This is when we lost David Bowie, Alan Rickman, and Prince. And from there, it's just been downward
Carrie
spiral.
Fisher.
Carrie Fisher.
Yep.
It's a long list of that year. But I feel like this, if you were to ever try and convince me, like, hey, when did we accidentally like get a bug in the Matrix? It was probably this year. This is probably when it happened.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So 2016, I'm taking it back. It's my year.
Take it
It's my
back.
year now.
Taking it
worked
back.
Yeah.
Taking it back. Worked a terrible job this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then coming back around, what do I
God damn.
can't even get the mystery machine. Jesus, I have to go through this. Oh,
Damn straight. I have that. I am
Yeah.
just eating Daphne's ass at the back.
I'm taking the Magic School Bus.
Oh, you can have it. It's fucking
I
nerd.
want it.
Miss
Yeah,
Frizzle's ass.
Miss hell yeah.
Yeah, right. She's a box eater.
You can watch.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, I could shrink down to a small thing, go up your ass if you want. It's a Magic School
Oh, my
Bus, baby.
God. Did you guys watch The Boys?
I haven't
I
in a
didn't see
very
it.
long time, like since
Oh
like
my
season
God.
2 or 3.
That's the one that you're on, or
No, that's like the last one I watched was probably season 2, maybe.
okay. So in season 3, the opening scene is this guy, and his power is that he can shrink, and he's at an orgy, and he's with this guy, and he wants him to shrink and go into his dick. And he does, and it is like I can't believe they spent this much money on these excellent CGI graphics to very graphically show this. And then the dude sneezes, and he accidentally resizes and blows the guy up.
Do I need to watch this show?
Oh, Sam, if you haven't watched the show, you're fucking
never
missing
watched
out.
The
It is like one of the most over-the-top, gory, insane shows I've ever seen. But just, you know what? Watch that scene. Watch the opening scene to season 3, and then you
Had me
decide.
at dick sneeze.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, great.
But yeah, so now Charles can do that.
Yeah, I can do that if I want to.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my movie vehicle, I'm picking Mechagodzilla.
Oh.
Here's a problem. Not a problem.
You picked a
no.
Megazord.
Right, but that you operate that from inside. I don't think, I could be wrong. Do people operate Mechagodzilla from inside, or is it a straight up robot?
You operate it from inside, I believe.
He's looking at the
I'm gonna
blueprints
have to
right
go
now.
to the judges on this.
There's several different mechas too. That's what I was.
Okay, well, I was very honest on my Luke Skywalker pick. I knew that wasn't right.
Charles like, I have the schematics here.
I wish I had a former host of the show to call in on this.
You can say his name.
Logan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Don't say
I
it
was
3
blanking
times,
on it
though.
because I'm currently reading.
Look.
Let's see here. Depends on which version.
Yes, in Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, it is controlled by a person, and then also Godzilla against Mechagodzilla. Massive robotic kaiju is controlled by humans.
Nice.
Wait. Oh, piloted from inside in 19. Yeah. Okay. 2. Okay. All right. So you specifically need the Heisei Mechagodzilla.
Yes.
Heisei. They say.
Sadly,
Okay.
not Kiryu, because Kiryu is probably the best Mechagodzilla.
There you go. That's pretty cool. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's winning in a fight, this Mechagodzilla or the Dragon Zord?
Ooh.
Me.
Who's piling it? Me and Charles? Me.
What
Even
about
though-
Charles versus Charles?
To be
First Mecha
fair,
Charles.
to be fair, I think the Mechagodzilla is like way more weapons. I don't even know what the fucking Dragon Zord's weapons are. He's got like almost nothing. He's just fucking.
I know that the Dragon Lord's got like finger cannons, like like Mechagodzilla. I just remember.
Whoopty shit.
I just remember Dragon Zord as sick as it is. Oh, it also has that drill tail. As sick as it is,
yeah.
I just remember it doesn't like move much. Like it doesn't. It's just thick.
No, it's not great.
It's got thick body on it.
Yeah, it's not great for getting anywhere, but it is cool.
Sick.
and
And your
all right.
year?
And
I
your
can pick a
new
year?
year, yeah.
Let's take let's take Y2K. Let's take 2000.
That's a great one.
right off
That's a
the.
great year.
We all thought it was
Mhm.
going to end, and
I
nothing
did.
happened.
I
did too.
I was quietly nervous.
As a child,
Yep.
yeah, terrible. I was 12 years old, and I was told nothing was going to work.
Yeah.
I freshly got a remote control car for Christmas, and I was told, "Don't
Aw.
worry, it's not going to work in like 2 weeks." I remember
Crazy.
going. I remember being in Radio Shack like on like the day before, and there was no one there. No one there.
God damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
2000.
William.
Wait,
All right.
is it William?
It's Matt.
Oh.
Me.
Oh my God, you
dare
again.
you.
Ah,
How
Christ.
Take it back.
fucking dare
Number
you,
3.
you son of a bitch. All right, so my TV vehicle Okay. My TV vehicle. Oh my God, it just escaped my brain. Oh no, it didn't. I'm going with a very famous seafaring vehicle. You all might know it by the name of the Love Boat.
Yep.
The Love Boat. I don't think I've ever watched an episode of the Love Boat, but I've seen that. I've watched the theme song so many times because it was it was on after a show I watched all the time.
After Xena Warrior Princess.
It might have been. Man, was he Lawless back in the day?
God
Plus,
damn.
it was. I think it was parodied on Full House.
Oh yeah.
Oh, true.
But man, what an iconic TV vehicle! It's a Love Boat. It's you get on any boat. You get on any boat at any time in the world. You're on the Love Boat. They go, do you think this is the Love Boat? The Love Boat. So yeah, it's a good boat. It floats.
Great
Does what
boat.
it needs to do.
Is it Alan Alda? Is that the guy
is
who
he?
was? Is
I
is
think
he
you're
the
right.
one that was
Was it, guys,
commonly
this is
hosting?
great. This is great. That's a good
I think
pickup.
he was also, very big on the guest directed movies. Christopher Guest.
Oh, I was like, guest directors? Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I knew that. Lingered for a second there. But yeah, the Christopher Guest stuff, the weird fucking cast. I love those movies.
Yeah, Best in Show.
Best in Show.
Spinal Tap.
Yeah. Spinal Tap. Spinal Tap, of course, one of the best ever.
Okay, so my movie vehicle, I have a good one now. This is definitely a machine, and man, is it cool. I'm taking the Wonkavator. Boom, baby. I'm going through the fucking glass ceiling, just like the proud woman boss bitch I am. Flying around, looking at all the pores, looking at all the poor people, and how I will exploit them with my sweet, sweet chocolate. And it's great. I get in, I hit the button you're not supposed to hit. And it's going to be great.
Goes up ways and sideways and down ways. And...
Yep. And for my year, I'm going to go with I'm going to go with what's a good year? You know what? I'm going to go with randomly 1955.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
Because that way I can go to, I think, I don't know, Illinois, whatever. Anyway, on November 5th in 1955, I can catch the DeLorean coming back in time.
Oh, okay.
So
Nice.
there you go. That's my year. I don't know anything else about the year. I think the 50s are super rad. Love a pinup woman. Love that era in time. That crazy store I went to today, the woman there was like, how like girls that are into that stuff are very into it. I was like, she looks cool. My wife was like, shut the fuck up. I was like, all right, sorry. Speaking of my wife, I have to go bring a formula up for the baby. I will be back.
Okay.
Yeah. Matt makes the formula in the basement. And also, are we just seeing for the first time his t-shirt?
I think so.
Well, we'll have to ask him more about that. Is that an 8-bit Jason screenshot or something like that? It is all green.
I would bet it is. Yeah.
All right, very nice. All right. Well, while Matt gets milked, Will.
Okay. All right. Yes, sir.
I think we should move on.
Yeah. You're number 3.
Jeez. I didn't want to do it like this, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to say Sweet Tooth.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yep.
The killer ice cream truck.
Mm-hmm.
Or as Matt
From
knows
that
it, Twisty.
show. Yeah, Twisty. Right.
Twisty, the ice cream truck.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But such a iconic character in video game history. Charles, I know this is probably too old for you.
I know Twisted Metal. I watched the TV show. No,
Right? Yeah.
no I know the
Like 2
game.
years ago, I played it on PlayStation 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that this was Sweet Tooth is one of the most iconic characters of all time. The maniac ice cream truck driver, and it had like these crazy weapons, the dual machine guns on each window,
Mm-hmm.
and then the scoop on the front, which before BattleBots was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Was a pretty smart design to have that scooping.
It's an innovative ice cream truck.
Oh yeah.
Did you watch the TV show as well?
I watched most of the first season.
It's not bad.
I've
It's good.
enjoyed it.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. Anthony Mackie's better than he is as Captain America / the Falcon. Like he's a more enjoyable person on that show than he is in anything else.
I think you're probably right. And I actually really like Samoa Joe as a.
He
Great
was
body double.
amazing
Yeah.
It's
as Sweet Tooth. Yeah.
it's real sad he's not the voice, but he does everything else.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? Did he do a voice test? And they're like, maybe not.
Yeah. It's like, hey guys, it's me,
Oh,
Samoa Joe.
Speaking of which, what do you guys think about wrestling last night?
I'm back.
Yeah.
What happened?
Okay, never mind. No, I just we had a good conversation. I asked
All
what
right.
everybody thought about wrestling last night.
Yeah.
John Cena's defense, where he was betrayed.
My God.
I'm a big fan of heel Cena. I like this a lot. But Matt, while you were gone, Will did pick Sweet Tooth as his TV vehicle.
Sweet Tooth? That's the name of the vehicle?
Whatever his ice cream truck is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the driver, I think, but sure.
I think the truck has a name.
Sweet Tooth's truck. Also,
Does it?
what kind of ice cream do you think is in the back of that thing?
Cinnamon.
No, it's gonna be a bunch of SpongeBob popsicles, but they're all like half melted and not looking good.
Ooh, that's raspberries.
Oh gosh, so good.
But if they're doing good, 2-ball screwball.
Man, 2-ball screwball.
And so yeah, that was my pick for the show. I guess if we have to do a movie, I'm gonna go ahead and say Pee Wee Herman's Bicycle.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Hey, did anyone see that documentary about Pee Wee Herman on HBO yet?
I haven't
No.
seen it yet, but I am
No.
looking forward to it. He died
me
while
too.
making that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's wild.
Yeah. Poor guy. Way to bring the
that's a good
mood
bite.
down, Will.
Yeah, Jesus.
I didn't bring up the new documentary.
Jeez.
The old one. Yeah, he was a pervert. Who cares?
Is Francis home? Oh, he's having his bath. Where are they hosing him down?
Did I ever tell you my weird behind the scenes story of the Pee Wee Herman
No.
movie theater debacle?
No.
You were in the
Okay.
movie theater with him? What is
Okay. All right. This is the. Well, I
It
don't
was
know when
his
this
hand.
I don't know when this will ever come up. I don't know. I can't say 1,000,000% if this is true. I wasn't there, but I have these acquaintances or whatever. They're from like it's Kaylee's brother's old clients from his title boxing club days, but I've seen this guy a million times. Like I know him and everything. So he's old. He's like 75 or something like that. And him and his wife are swingers. Like very, very famously, very vocal
Into it?
swingers.
Yeah.
And according to them, They were at that theater the night before Pee Wee Herman was there, and she apparently got into it with like a number of dudes, and that called like everybody got kicked out. Cops were called. That all of that, like everything went down, and it was a whole thing, and they got kicked out. And that's why the next night the police apparently showed up to like make sure everything was good, and that's when they caught Pee Wee.
So there was a woman who got into it with a number of dudes at a porn theater.
Yes.
Good for her.
Have any of you ever gone to an adult like movie theater?
No,
And
I
done
don't.
in-
I was raised in the age of the internet. Why would I have to go anywhere else to see it?
For the thrill.
I saw that these existed recently,
They still do.
and it's fucking wild to me how many cars were in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I went in to do something, and there was nobody inside. There's just a movie theater where they all go and jerk off. It's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I used to live in Rhode Island, and pretty close to me was a drive-in theater. And it was pointed out to me one day that like, oh, that used to be a porno drive-in theater, and they only changed the name on the sign because if you look at it, it's still a dick. It's still the shape of a dick, and it says what fucking town was that in? It was really close
That's
to
what
me.
drew
but
you there.
I drove by it like every day, and it was just hilarious because it's clearly a dick.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
a penis.
that's a penis. I feel like maybe we've gotten off topic. What's your year, Will?
Yeah, what's your
Yeah.
year? Pick a year.
Okay, good year. This is an easy one. 2004.
Oh, the
Okay.
Red Sox
Graduated
winning.
that year?
I graduated high school that year. The Red Sox won the World Series for the first time in 86 years.
That's right. Boston did go insane that year.
Yes, they did.
And was it that year or was it the following year where Jordan's Furniture was like, everyone gets their furniture free if the Red Sox win? Do you guys remember this?
Well, they did that every year, and there was one year where they paid it out,
Yeah. Pretty sweet.
which was a nice little insurance policy if you're into gambling on buying furniture.
I am. Very
Oh,
nice.
fuck.
They also tried to do something else the following year. They were like they had like targets up on like the green monster, and it was like, if anyone hits this target, you get a fucking free couch. It's like, okay.
By the way, before we get too much off topic, this is the quickest photo I can find of the sign. The balls are cut off at the bottom, but you can see where it says Rustic Drive-In is just a penis that they've put a couple little divots into.
Oh man, I hate to see a castration.
But yeah, that's the old Rustic Drive-In in Mendon, Rhode Island. Route
Looks like
146.
a normal dick to me.
Yeah, post your dick so that we can compare.
Yeah, we'll start a
Yes,
new
please.
a new thread on the Discord.
Dick pics. That'd be so fun.
Very nice. Oh my god,
Okay,
is it my
who's up?
turn again? I went
It's your
2
turn.
hours ago.
You're number
all right.
3.
Okay, my number 3, my TV vehicle is the Lex Express.
A what?
I love it. That's
The,
a great bus.
Thank you. At 1993, they decided they were going to push Lex Luger to the moon, and they gave him a red, white, and blue stars and
Yes,
stripes
yes.
fucking RV to
That's
cruise
right.
around the country in.
That's a great
Stainless
pick.
steel.
Incredible.
Yep. I want roided out Lex Luger on the bus with me. Not in a good mood, but we can stop at every gym in every town, and I don't
Can
know,
just lay underneath them.
can lay underneath him. There's gonna be so much baby oil on that Lex Express, but we're gonna be patriotic as fuck cruising across the country. And we're gonna end our trip at SummerSlam, where we're going to fail to capture the title and never quite come back, and we'll wind up in little wheelchairs together.
Jesus.
Sorry, it got dark again. And my movie
Your
vehicle,
movie vehicle?
is Krang's android body, which did appear in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, the last Michael Bay movie.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, that movie had everything that we wanted from Ninja Turtles 3 that came out in 1993 or whatever. But it just came out, 13 years. I'm sorry, 23 years too late. But yeah, you can get nice and cozy inside that big muscular body and just fuck shit up.
Nice. Krang rules.
Yep.
Give me your best Krang impression.
I can't.
What?
I vaguely remember what he sounds like.
Come
He's like,
on.
Come on. You,
turtles.
there you go.
That's pretty good.
You got it.
Fucking turtles. I don't know his catchphrase. And my year, 2019.
Okay.
The year where everyone was like, everything's fine.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Personally, it was a fun year for me. Did a shit ton of traveling that year. I think I traveled 10 months out of the year or something stupid.
Yeah, 'cause you were gone for my wedding, dick.
I was sorry.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sam, you didn't go to the wedding?
No.
He did not. He was invited.
I was gonna go to the first wedding.
Yeah, because I was paying you.
But we were just passing acquaintances at the time.
You still asked me to pay you.
That's right. Every week.
That's right.
I say Venmo me.
Venmo's me. Charges me on Venmo.
Or what else? Okay, and
It was a
then
great
for
year.
Yes, it was a good year, 2019. All right, my number 2, right? Yes.
Yep.
My number 2,
Yep.
the Crystal Ship, which is a 1986 Fleetwood Bounder. Nothing yet. This is the RV that they cooked meth in Breaking Bad.
Oh, very good.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start an RV collection. I'm gonna park it next to the Lex Express, and maybe I cook a little meth. I don't know.
Right.
I've never tried it, so
I bet,
if I have
bet
everything
Lex,
that's at my disposal,
You've
I
never
bet Lex
tried
has
it?
some experience.
Hey, if you're gonna try meth, let me do it with you.
all right.
Okay.
I had a friend that went to the gathering of the Juggalos and tried meth.
Oh my god,
Ha-
how'd it go?
Can we get him on top 5 to Alaska?
I mean, yeah, he would, but that'd probably be the most censored episode
No.
we ever did.
It's very
He said it was
funny.
whatever. I was like, why did you do that? It's like, I was at the gathering of the Juggalos. It's the most freedom thing I've ever done in my life.
Mm-hmm. Jesus, I'd be nervous enough to try Fago.
Oh, weird soda.
Yeah. And
so
so
edgy.
my movie vehicle is gonna be the Tumbler from The Dark Knight.
Oh, you want
God
the
damn
Tumblr.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna
that's a
fucking
good pick.
I'm gonna goddamn tumble right over Charles's Batmobile.
Damn.
I got that
Gonna
armored
tum-
shield. Go fuck
Gonna
yourself.
tumble it right into the ocean.
Sir, I can go 300 and some odd miles per hour.
But
No one's
does
ever
it-
done that.
does
You
it
don't
tumble? And
No,
for my
no,
year,
it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
2087.
What? Come on.
Listen,
Is that the year you're going to
What
die?
happened then?
I
Sam
will,
dies.
I'm gonna die at 102 years old, 1987. No, 2087. And I get an optimistic feeling about that year. I
Good
feel
year.
like by that point, everything's gonna be all right.
Everything's gonna be.
If you could go to the
Alright.
future, would you?
Can I come back?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right, because yes, so I was gonna say there's probably like a 90% chance I dip my toe into the future and it looks like the Matrix, You know what I mean? Where it's just like fucking robots everywhere, and then they've blown out the sky. And
I wish you could like get a window into like 1,000 years from today.
Fucking our ant overlords.
Yeah, you know what's too bad is like time travel. Like someone's like, oh, talking about like time travel and like, can you like, is it possible or whatever? And I heard the best rebuttal of time travel, and it was, if time travel could ever exist, it would always exist.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's so true.
Yep. Unless it's a one-way street.
I guess that's true.
Yep.
That is true. Unless it's one way.
Right. And then I'm just like, I'm here from the future. And they're like, sure you are, buddy.
Sure.
That's right. Just put the fries in the bag, sir.
Or you can follow the belief that aliens are actually just us visiting from the far distant future.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, there you go. Oh.
All right.
They're interdimensional beings.
The preferred term.
Yeah.
Will, you're number 2.
Oh, shit. Okay. My number 2, starting with the TV show, is going to be the hot rod from Home Improvement.
What, the blue one that they're always working on?
Yeah, the one that Tim Taylor was working on through the
Is
whole
it
series.
Is it the Rumbler? Like the, was it something like that?
Rambler. I
what they
think
call
it was
Rambler. It's Rambler.
yeah.
Yep, that's it.
had the back seat, you know, whatever, blah blah blah.
Yeah, Brad took it out once.
Yeah, but Brad was a fucking meth addict. We found out in
Yeah.
real life. Fucking
You don't have a
him
haircut
and
like that.
JTT.
This is just a. I didn't realize it was the 1933 Ford Roadster.
Oh. Bringing it back.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
That's a good car.
wasn't
Yeah.
about to take over this car. Him and Brad and what was the youngest kid's
Mark.
name? Mark.
Mark.
Mark, you know, they were all gay. So none of them wanted to work on the car.
I don't know how,
Build
man.
the hot
there's no,
rod.
there is literally zero chance that those 3 actors did not wank it to Jill Taylor at one point in time. Zero chance.
Yep. That's the episode that they didn't want you to see.
Tim.
My bra, Tim.
My bra, Tim. God, she's hot.
Isn't she though?
Oh.
Yeah.
Did I tell you I recently was I was with one of the volunteers at one of the shelters, and she had her daughter with her who was like 10 or something like that. And we were talking about slang that like all the kids are using.
Yeah.
I tried to pitch to her bringing back these sounds from Home Improvement, and she was not having it.
She was like,
I was
no,
like-
that's Cap.
I was like, you know, it'd be really cool if you said, oh, and then that became a thing. And she's like, no, I won't be doing that.
I'm like, all right.
But I tried. I really tried.
You have been actively trying to get the Tim Allen
Yep.
populated all year.
I
I
also
give you a
pitched.
lot of credit for that.
Thank you. I've also pitched the term doinkin, which I made up for if you're clowning around, you're doinkin. And I was like, you say skibbity toilet. Why can't you say doinkin?
Doinkin.
Right. But
That's
no,
good.
it's the children that are wrong.
That's true.
Anyway, I think the other vehicle I'm going to include here is Urkel's BMW.
Oh, the one that opens from the front?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. The Urkelmobile.
Urkelmobile, yeah.
The Urkel Mobile.
Yep.
Yep.
That's a good
Opens
one.
from the front.
Yep.
Oh yeah. A 1962 BMW Isetta.
Well, you didn't have to spoil the year, but yeah.
That's a good one.
Good pick. What's your year?
1962?
1962. Okay.
Wait, what movie vehicle did you pick?
Oh, wait.
Did I do it backwards?
Me? I mean, that's fine. What was the first vehicle you picked?
Tim Allen's Hot Rod. Oh, you have 2 TV?
Oh, I did 2 TVs. I'm sorry.
Oh my God!
Disqualified.
ChatGPT
All right.
fucked you.
No, it wasn't that. I'll go ahead. I'll relinquish Urkel, and I'm
Hooray.
gonna put
Hot commodity.
I'm gonna put Marvin Heemeyer in the Killdozer.
Oh. Yep. Okay.
I guess.
As your movie
Yeah.
vehicle?
Yeah, movie, documentary.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Nice.
This is what it's called, like, what, a slant rhyme? This is basically that equivalent, right?
Sometimes,
Technically counts. Yeah.
sometimes rational men have to do irrational things.
That dude's a legend.
He is
Yeah.
beautiful man.
That's awesome.
That's good.
Killdozer.
Matt,
All right, I'm up.
you're 2. You're 4, technically.
My 4.
You're
All right,
4.
so for my TV vehicle, I need to start taking things that'll really like get me moving here. So I'm going with the Blackbird from X-Men.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
It's a that thing goes everywhere. Goes to space.
Yeah.
Goes fucking
Mhm.
everywhere. And then I would be so silly not to pick this as my next vehicle from a movie, but I'm going with the fucking telephone booth from Bill and Ted's.
Yep. That's
Hell,
very
yeah.
good choice.
I get myself some, some babes meet station. It's the best.
I sent you guys the clip from SNL with the Bill and Ted spoof, but it's
Oh yeah, yeah.
Keenan playing, what is he playing, Frederick Douglass or something?
Yeah, he's
And
like, I'll stay here.
yeah,
I'm not going back. It's pretty good.
it's very funny.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean with the phone booth, I could go to any of these years that I've been citing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then for my year, I'm going to take. Did someone already take 2020?
No.
No,
I'll take 2020.
Okay. There you go.
it's a
I'll
bold
take
choice.
2020. Well, Wednesday was born in 2020. It's a good year.
Taking it back.
Yeah, taking it back.
Taking it back.
Yeah. Well, nothing else happened in 2020.
Nah.
Hmm?
I went to Australia. That's about it.
Did you? You're lucky to get stuck there.
I like 2 weeks just before.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I almost took a job where I had to train in Australia.
I literally went, oh no, what if I got stuck in Australia? How terrible that would
man.
have been.
I'd have to be such a
Crikey.
little slut.
Oh no. Good year.
There's nothing else to do.
I was a single
Slut
man.
around.
I was a single man in Australia. I had a good year.
Yeah. But, hey, sometimes bioweapons get accidentally released and shit happens. What are you going to do? Yeah, but you know what? It was a good year for me. All fucking calamities aside. Yeah, so 2020.
Nice.
Charles.
Yes, my number 4.
Yeah.
My TV vehicle, I'm taking Lil Bandit. I'm taking
What?
Snake's car from The Simpsons.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Little Bandit.
Dude,
Yep.
that's regular. She needs premium.
Premium. Fine
Yeah,
choice.
that car is awesome for like quintessential
dude.
hot rod vehicle. Like for a cartoon, this thing rips. And then
hold on. I think it was on GameCube, the Grand Theft Auto type Simpsons game.
Simpsons.
Hit and
Oh,
Run.
Hit and Run. Is it Hit and Run or
Hit and Run.
Yeah, you could drive Little
Yeah.
Bandit in that,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
What an
Yep.
amazing game.
Yep.
They had 2 driving games, right?
Yeah, they had Simpsons
Run,
Road Rage
Road
or
Rat.
whatever it was.
Yeah.
Which one was the open world?
I think it was Hit and Run.
I think
Was it
Hit and Run was the
Okay.
open world, and I
Okay.
played
Yeah.
the shit out of it. It was
I think-
amazing.
Yeah.
Mm.
I love a remaster of that. Just that straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Movie vehicle. I'm gonna continue the trend. I'm gonna pick the V8 Interceptor from Mad Max.
Nice.
That
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome hot rod. I think it's actually a Ford. I don't want to say Falcon. It is a Ford Falcon, which is actually at this point it would have been an Australian vehicle. Yeah, this car's fucking sick. And then my year, I'm starting to run out of like good year ideas. I'm gonna pick 1865. Did you boys know what happened in 1865? Anybody?
It's Civil War.
It's the end of the Civil War.
Yeah.
This would be the year we captured Jefferson Davis just outside of Richmond in a woman's dress trying to flee the Union Army.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You said
Never-
we? You
He was there.
I'm a ghost, Will. Of course I was there. There is
twist.
also video proof on the Smithsonian Channel that I was in the Civil War.
That's true.
Did I defact at one point? I'm just saying when it was filmed, I was on the Confederate side. Maybe I defected. Who knows? So, yeah. 1865.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, my number 5, my last one.
Last one.
What? Um. I'm gonna pick Herbie the Love Bug. Was that a TV
Oh my
show? That was a
God.
TV show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Nice.
Sadly, I don't get the movie version, which is like when Lindsay Lohan, like peak Lindsay Lohan, so I don't get that one. But I'll take Herbie the Love Bug.
Has she
TV
peaked
show.
yet?
Have you seen the one? When would she have peaked for you?
I think her best work is still yet to come.
Oh, so she's got an incredible
Damn.
Netflix Christmas movie coming out soon.
Listen, Freakier Friday. It's
Oh
coming
my
up pretty
god,
soon.
I forgot they are doing.
They are doing that.
Yeah, or they did
Smoking
it.
hot Jamie Lee Curtis.
You are alone on that. You and
Oh,
like 5 other
we
people.
all we know how Sam likes his old bibs.
His
Yep.
old babes. Yeah. Man,
Hell yeah.
Old babes.
how this
Oh.
vehicle is still on for movies. I'm picking Ecto 1.
Damn, that's a fucking
Right.
good point.
There are some
Mhm.
like there are probably other out of our listeners. There are probably other people on the list that are like, how the fuck are some of these cars still on here?
Mhm.
But I'm picking Ecto 1 for the obvious reasons. I want the siren. I want that old ass ambulance siren. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Be a pretty good car to sleep in if you had to.
yeah. You can lay
Pretty
out in the back.
spacious in the back. Yeah.
Is it an Informer hearse or no fire truck?
I think ambulance.
Ambulance?
Yeah.
Hearse, ambulance. What's the difference? Come
I
on.
mean, yeah. Could
Same
turn
thing.
from one to the other. Yeah.
Yeah. And then a year. I'll pick 1988. Why not? It's a good year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What happened
Baby
then?
Charles.
Little baby Charles. July 20th, 1988.
Let's all go
So-
back there and reenact that moment.
Let's. It happened at 1 a.m. in the morning.
That's too late.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to be born on the 19th. We didn't land on the moon on the 19th. I landed on the 20th.
That's all right.
And we can enjoy
Sure we did.
the number 1 song of 1988, Faith by George Michael. So,
Ooh.
There you go. Also- Sweet Child of Mine, Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
A fine.
Okay.
A gentleman's ear.
Good year. Yeah. That's
Mm-hmm.
my pick. Those are my
All right.
picks.
All right.
Okay.
Nice picks. Nice picks.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm up with my last ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So I'm happy this is still available. I'm going to take for my TV vehicle the turtle van
Okay.
from the Teenage
Mhm.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Mm-hmm.
Sick van, turtles,
Mhm.
pizza. It's great.
Yeah.
For my movie vehicle, I am going to take. I'm gonna take. Let's see here. God, that Dumb and Dumber dog was such a good pick. I'm so mad. You know what? I'll go. I don't have like a car on my list at all, so I feel like I should at least pick a car. And I'll go with Optimus Prime as my.
Yeah.
A rig,
Well,
right?
Okay. So
It's a rig.
Mhm.
It's a car like.
a thing and a vehicle.
Yeah, but I can ride in them. Hey, where do you think
Where do you think you
the
go?
seat is
Yeah.
in relation to him when he's in truck form?
Yeah. Then
This
in
is
his
laudanum.
chest, isn't that where the?
I don't know. You know what else is weird? It is in his chest actually. Isn't like another movie coming out?
They're still doing that.
I think I saw like a trailer not that long ago.
Really?
I will say the
Yeah.
Bumblebee movie was much better than anything
No.
else they had put out in a long, long time.
Transformers 1 came out, I think is what it was. It's like
Wait,
an
so-
animated movie, I think.
No, it wasn't that.
That was 2024.
I don't know. Maybe I just live in the past. But yeah. So and then for my year, just to keep on the trend here, I'm gonna go 2023.
Living in the past.
Living in the past. Yeah, 2023 is when Birdie was born. So
Oh.
yeah, man, is she very funny now? She does not give a shit. You tell her to do anything, she will do the opposite. It's very funny because she's only a year and a half.
All right. Give me your number.
Okay.
Let me talk to
Remember-
her.
Let me talk. Birdie, put that down. She just smiles at you. and
Do
go,
your
Give me that.
algebra.
Give it to me. She runs away with it, smiling. It's like, okay, that's a knife, so please really put it down. And she'll be like, start stabbing me. But
Does she
cool.
still get around like Lieutenant Dan?
No, she's fully walking. She's running. It's pretty good. She does a high step. I go do a high step. She just picks up one foot and just keeps stomping it down like she's tuning up the band like Shawn Michaels. So it's good.
Very
She's
nice.
a lot of fun. But yeah, and then my no, that's it. I'm done.
That's it. You're done.
Sick.
Thanks everybody. Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing everybody.
Well, Will and Sam still gotta go.
Nope. See ya.
Oh, shit.
We're done.
All right, hit us.
Will,
Will.
It's my turn.
your final pick.
Last one.
Yeah.
Final picks.
All right. I'm going to go with Kevin Millar.
Kevin Millar.
Kevin
Why is he a
Millar.
machine?
He's a Red Sox hero.
Yeah. I'm waiting to see how
And
this spins into being a
He
correct
was
pick.
the one that rallied the troops
Uh-huh.
for the Red Sox to win the World Series
Go
for
on.
a second time.
Mhm.
And that was him. He was Cowboy Up.
Yep, I remember
You
that.
remember that? Yep.
I do.
That was this guy, Kevin Millar.
Yeah, and he's a vehicle because
He's a vehicle of success.
okay, not a machine, and not transporting a person or things at all. So
Do not make me ask
You know what?
ChatGPT if Kevin Millar is a vehicle.
Oh, it says here. Oh, yes, he's a vehicle of success. Huh. Well,
I don't appreciate, Sam, you smashing your face on the microphone.
Yep.
Is
This is
Kevin
the exact
I don't know.
point of every episode.
You
where
threw
Will
me a
goes off the
curveball.
fucking rails.
You threw me a curveball.
Hold on. I threw you a curveball, and then we even had a moment on the show where I specifically asked if a human was a machine. You said no. You said no. That was no less than like an hour ago.
I hate to break it to you, but ChatGPT says Kevin Millar is not a vehicle. He's a former Major League Baseball player and current baseball analyst. Perhaps you saw something.
Listen, he's gonna be disappointed to hear that.
Perhaps you saw something referencing his name in car content, but that likely refers to him talking about his vehicles for not him being one. So ChatGPT is like, come on, you idiot.
Oh, well, all right.
All right, what?
I have a whole
All right,
list
Sam,
of
just go.
I have a whole
Sam,
list
just
of
go.
honorable
I don't
mentions
have
I
a-
could give you.
I don't have another pick.
You just picked one last pick as a movie vehicle. Will picks the Urkel Mill. His time's off the clock for TV vehicles. What is your movie vehicle?
Thank you.
My movie vehicle's Susan Sarandon.
Nice. Dude, her in the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Oh,
All right.
touch me.
Also, I'd like you to know
What the
Google
fuck?
Docs corrects the spelling of Urkel. So,
To what? Ukulele?
no, the proper spelling.
Oh.
Urkulele?
Your movie vehicle, Will. I'm putting you on the clock right now, man.
It's like Urkel.
Yep.
Back to Never the Future.
The DeLorean, great. Pick a year. What?
The worst year of all time would probably be 2016.
Okay, 2016's
Already been picked.
already been picked.
God damn it. Are you kidding? 2019.
Already been picked.
What the fuck is going on?
2012.
2012, great. Sam, what's
All right.
my TV vehicle?
My last pick is Night Boat, the crime-solving boat.
Oh.
Go Night Boat.
Aw, there's always an inlet. Or a fjord.
Lord.
Or a canal.
Or a canal. Yep, what else can you say? Definitely not a rip-off of anything else.
No, not
It is so
another
funny.
car that was available on this list.
Also, I don't have a... Oh, I was going to say I don't have a boat. I do have the Titanic, but, you know, if I need something that's a little bit speedier and a little more crime-solvingly, I'm going to go with Night Boat. And then for a movie
I don't know.
vehicle,
That boat's a bad influence. Says
true.
you, woman.
so good. I could have easily done all Simpsons vehicles.
for sure.
For sure.
Oh, since there's no more picks, my other one was the solid gold car.
I thought about that.
From the hobo gets.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was one of the vehicles you could unlock in one of the games. I don't remember which
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, that was Hit and Run and the rocket car as well.
Yes.
And then yeah, I guess for my vehicle, I'm gonna go with Anakin's pod racer from Star Wars Episode 1.
Sick.
Sebulba. Yeah, that's probably the one redeeming part of that movie is that pod race.
Great game.
Definitely fun.
Pod
Yeah,
Racer game
good
was
too.
incredible.
That's right. And yeah, he won his freedom. So it's a
I mean, I guess he tricked what was his name?
The Bulba.
Watto.
Zaboba,
Watto.
yeah. Oh no,
Watto.
Watto, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not a stereotype of a character of a real ethnicity.
Annie.
What's your
Makes
year?
sense.
Oh, my
Yeah.
year. Pff,
Yeah.
let me tell you all about it. My year is 1984, the year of optimism, because I had yet to make my way into the world, but I think a lot of people were really looking for something big to come around the corner, and they weren't disappointed. Also, I guess it's the year Kaylee was born.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
really?
good number. It's a good,
Yeah.
good secondary fact, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
I never let her forget that we have a 10-month age difference.
Robin
Wow.
the Cradle.
Why?
Wow.
Just because I can.
Really?
Here I am, just youthfully in my 30s. So
You're
youthful.
doing it.
You're doing it, Peter.
You're doing it, Peter. What the fuck? Oh, I farted.
We do have some fun butts,
Okay.
even though I will say this says a lot about our fun butts. I did say top 5 TV vehicles, and some of them still included movies. So I
right.
did write it down. So somehow they became technically correct. First up, Mike
That's true.
D. First up, Mike D. Number 5, Red's Oldsmobile Vista Cruiser from That 70s Show.
Oh, that's a good one.
Literally cruises the vistas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, 1960s Batmobile, which was a Lincoln Futura.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, the Ferrari 308 GTS from Magnum PI.
Yeah.
2, the Turtle Van. And number 1, the Dracula from the Munsters.
Mm.
Next up, we have Roman Hamadan. He has Al Bundy's Dodge, which was actually a Plymouth Duster.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. His number 4, Jeep from Jurassic Park. 3, the Mystery Machine. 2, Ghostbusters Ecto 1. And number 1, DeLorean from Back to the Future. Mitch Mint, fresher than the Fun Butts, has number 5, the G.I. Joe Hovercraft. 4, the Magic School Bus. 3, the Mystery Machine. 2, Baby, which is the car from Supernatural. And his number 1 is Speed Buggy. Which one's Speed Buggy?
Speed Buggy.
Sounds fast.
Yeah.
Too
Oh my
fast.
God! It's Speed Buggy is the talking car from Hanna-Barbera. That was one of the yeah. Next up, we have Gray, number 5, the Crystal Ship from Breaking Bad. 4,
There you go.
Orange Toyota Supra from Fast and Furious. 3,
Okay.
Porsche 964 Turbo 3.6 from Bad Boys. 2, the Magic School Bus from The Magic School Bus. And his number 1, the Homer from The Simpsons.
Nice.
Next up, we have B. Davis, number 5, the Green Hornet, which is the 1966 Chrysler Imperial. 4, Speed Racer, the Mach 5. 3, Kit from Knight Rider. 2, the 1969 Dodge Charger from the Dukes of Hazzard, which is the General Lee. And number 1, the Batmobile from Batman the Animated Series.
Yep.
Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Going animated. All right.
Next up, we have, it's really late, Balkymania.
Oh, my
Hey,
goodness.
there he is. He
3
got it
weeks
right.
in a row. 5, the A-Team van. 4, Kelso's van from That 70s Show. 3,
Nice.
the Turtles Party Wagon. 2, Matt Foley's van down by the river. And
That's a good one.
number 1, Mutt Cut's van.
Yep. So
And
many
lastly,
fans.
we have Ryan Brown. Number
Damn.
5, Kit. 4, Speed Buggy from Hanna-Barbera cartoon. 3, the General Lee. 2, Starsky and Hutch's 1976 Ford Gran Torino. And his number 1, Flintstones foot-powered car.
Oh, that's a good one,
It's
too.
a good one. His honorable mention is the A-Team van and Beverly Hillbillies Swamp Rat.
Okay.
And that's the Fun Butts.
Hell yeah. If you want
Nice.
your list
Like
read
it.
on the show, go to top5ofdeath.com. Then you can have your list read on the show.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Well, anything else? Anyone?
You guys want to do another list?
Yeah.
Crank it out
All
right
right.
now.
Top 5
All right.
cartoon mouses.
Ooh, Speedy Gonzalez.
Nope, we're drafting them. Shit.
Not
all right.
Chad
Well,
Gable.
nice. All right. Well, on that note, thanks, everyone. We'll catch you next week and smell you later.